he takes his kids. Like, look, I don't have kids, but I could imagine, like, if you took my kids from me, I'd be like, cussing. Okay, I saw somebody post yesterday, like, when did the saints start cussing? Take my kids, huh? Kill my kids. Look, losing your kids at one time, them be cussing times. Yes. Oh, yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Okay, I'm gonna jump right into it because I hope that as I say these things to you, that you will be inspired. If at any point while I'm speaking, something is resonating, go ahead and just hit those hearts and those likes. But more importantly, share this with somebody. There are so many people who are in seasons of ambiguity, confusion, like what in the heck is happening in my life, right? So this morning, as I was always seeking my own inspiration, seeking my own word of wisdom before I get into my day, I thought about and was listening to the story of Job. I was listening to the story of Job, and the interesting thing is that round one of the fight, he says to God, let me get at him, because you have a hedge around him and whatever, so I can't get at him the way I want to get at him, because you know what I'm saying, he in the ring, but he's protected. So he does all of this crazy stuff. He takes his kids. Like, look, I don't have kids, but I could imagine, like, if you took my kids from me, I'd be like, cussing. Okay, I saw somebody post yesterday, like, when did the saints start cussing? Take my kids, huh? Kill my kids. Look, he lost his cattle, he lost his workers, he lost all that, but then he lost his kids. Losing your kids at one time, them be cussing times, okay? He goes through all of that and he still maintains his integrity. He still stays in the fight. But then the ghetto devil, because the devil is hood. I mean, let's just be honest. The devil, he's just hood. He's like, oh, okay. So round one, you had him pegged. What you said that he wasn't gonna do, he didn't do. Round one of the fight, I took his kids from him. I did all of this other stuff, and he still hasn't cursed you. So let me touch his body and see what will happen. And then you see not Job cursing God. You see Job asking God questions from chapter 4 all the way up into 30 something, which got me to thinking, Ray, what was you thinking? So glad you asked. Where are you in the round of your fight? Have you gotten to the first place where the enemy has come up to God and was like, I like Keturah, I like Nicole, Stephanie, I've been trying to get at them, but you got this little hedge up around them, so I can't really get them the way I want to get them. So, move the hedge just a little bit and let me see. The crazy thing about this is, one, God never really removed the hedge completely, because if so, Job would have died. He just moved the property line. He let him get in where he wasn't able to get in before. The second thing is, you have to understand where you are in the fight. Is this the second time that the enemy has come to God about you to get you to fold in the last minute before, as we know, the end of the story of Job's life, that he ended having more in the end than at the very beginning of his life? Are you in the final round of your fight? Are you in the fight for your faith, the fight for your hope? You may have lost some of y'all who are on here have lost y'all mamas, y'all grandmamas, y'all friends, your jobs, your self-esteem. You have lost everything but weight, okay? And the weight that you have gained has been the drama of other people. You have been in the fight of your life, but you gotta ask yourself, where am I in this fight? What round am I in? Am I in the round right before God begins to answer me? Am I in the round of the fight where God is about to turn things around and I'm going to end the fight with more than what I ever started? Now, Job started off being an upright man, having everything. People would have envied him. But here's the reality. Job never got the first set of kids back. Once those kids were dead, he never got them back. But guess what happened? God did something so great in his life that it took his grief away. He done lost his kids. But God's blessing on his life, because it said that he ended with more than what he started. Stay in the fight, because what you will get on the other side of the fight will make you forget the things and the grief and the pain and the frustration of what you lost in round one, of what you lost in round even two. Know where you are in the fight. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I have admired, the very first fight that I ever watched was a Roy Jones Jr. fight. And one of the things that I admired about the fight is that he would weigh on his opponent. When he got tired of throwing blows, because some of us are tired of throwing blows, they understand this, that if I'm not strong enough to throw blows, I certainly can put my weight on my opponent. Because let me tell you something, your opponent, your adversary, the devil, he's a punk, he ghetto, he tries to act like he's just so much more powerful than you. But the weight of the glory that's inside of you, if you would just throw your weight on him, it's gonna tire him out. You have the wherewithal to win the fight. Say it with me, put it in the comments, get it in your heart and in your mind. When I see a fighter start to get tired of throwing blows, when I see them up again, they ain't hugging their opponent. They ain't giving their opponent a hug. They're putting their weight on the opponent so that the opponent can get tired and will stop fighting them. Know where you are in the fight. Look at the clock. Look at how many rounds you've got until you win. And when you win, you will walk out with more than you've ever had. Let me tell you something. Every good fighter wants the belt. Yeah, they want the belt. They want the championship belt. But what they really want is the satisfaction of their name going down in history as the one who beat whomever. If a fighter came against Tyson, the belt meant something. Yeah, you grateful that you got the belt. If you went against Tyson and you were able to get the belt, you were grateful to have the belt. But what you were really wanting was for the headlines to read, Rachel killed the giant. What you want the headlines to read is that I survived grief. What you want the headlines to read is I didn't give up on my business. What you want the headlines to read is that I had blow after blow after blow after blow. And yeah, I got the belt. Yeah, I got the loan. Yeah, I'm seeing business, lined up around the corner. But what I want the headline to read is that I'm a survivor. You didn't see what happened to me in the first round. You didn't see that I lost family members. You didn't see that I lost all of my business. You didn't see that even the people closest to me said, girl, if I was you, I would curse God and die. If I were you, I would just go ahead, honey, give it up. We'll put some makeup on you and we'll make sure you look like yourself in a casket, honey. You'll look just like you sleeping. You'll look so beautiful out here. We'll make sure you don't look like a harlot. We'll put some good makeup on you and put you in some good clothes and stuff and have you looking gorgeous for your funeral. You'll have people around you saying, oh, you miss God, you miss God. You don't know that I survived that part of it. People who planned my funeral and people who told me that I was missing it, that I was doing something wrong, that I did something to deserve this. You don't know where I am, but what you will know is that I survived it and I stayed in the ring until I won. Stay in the ring, people. Hear me when I say, And that what the people say. Hear me what I say. Stay in the ring. Know where you are in the fight. If I'm talking to you, put some hearts up there, put some likes and all that. And if you gotta come back to this video to get your strength again, I want you to get your strength. And I want you to know that you are worthy of the fight, that you are worthy of staying in the ring, and that you're closer to the bell ringing than you'll ever know. And when it's over, you're going to win, and you're going to have more in this next half of your life than you had in the first half. You know, that half where you were trying to figure it out. That first half where you wanted to give up, and where you wanted to say, no, this ain't, I'm supposed to be a Christian. Like, is this the life? Because I mean, you know, when I was living my life was good. I mean, it was good. It was amazing. I want you to stay in it. Stay in it because I'm in it. And when you get tired and you can't throw any more blows, because honey, I'm a good fighter. People that know me don't let all this face fool you. Okay, I was the daughter. I have all sisters, but I was my father's son. I was the one who came like, oh, you can get it. And Ben will tell you, I have the strength of 10 men. I can lift mountains. I'm a strong, naturally just a strong woman. I'm like physically strong. I'm strong. But baby, there'll be some times where you be like, I can't keep throwing these blows, but what I can do is I'm a big girl. I can put my weight on you till you get tired of throwing blows at me, and you're winded and you're tired because you can't get me if I put my weight on you. I mean, you know, now as long as I'm throwing blows, I'm throwing blows, but when I'm tired, I'm gonna put my weight on you. Stay in the fight, even if you've got to put all of your weight on your opponent. Remember that the weight that you have is the weight of prayer, the weight of patience, the weight of hope. Put all of that on your opponent and know that you are in it to win it. Share this with somebody who needs it. I have a goal of inspiring and bringing hope to people who are hopeless, because there are a whole lot of people right now who are ending it, and I am determined, person by person, to bring hope into their lives. Share this with someone who needs it. I love you, period, Pooh. Have a good day.